we're going to learn our finger numbers and start playing some notes on the piano. Let's get started. Do you know how many fingers you have on your hand? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Both hands have 5 fingers, right? Yeah. Okay, so in piano, we always start with the thumbs. The thumb is finger number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the thumbs are always number 1, and your pinky is always number 5. I'm going to hold up a finger, and I want you to tell me which finger it is. Okay, are you ready? Let's try it. 1, 2. Did you say 2? Good. Okay, let's do another one. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's number 4. Let's try another one. 1. The thumb is number 1. Okay, one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's finger number 5. Okay, now I'm going to say a finger number. And when I say that number, I want you to wiggle that finger. So if I say number 3, you're going to wiggle finger number 3. Okay, let's try it. 4. 2, 3, 4. Did you wiggle this finger? Good. 2. 1, 2. 5. 3, 4, 5. Wiggle your pinky. Pinky is number 5. Good. And one more. 1. That's the thumb. Good. Now I want you to practice this all week long. It takes a while sometimes to learn the finger numbers, so you want to practice it whenever you can. You can just say a number, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, and then you can wiggle that finger on either hand, just like we just did. Just keep practicing that. And to help you remember which finger is which, right now we're going to take a piece of paper and a crayon, and we're going to trace our fingers and label our finger numbers so that we always know which one is which. Let's do it. Okay, so you're going to want to make sure you leave room on the paper to trace both your hands. After you trace your first hand, start writing in your finger numbers, and then you can move to the next hand. Go ahead and stop the video now and do your own tracing and numbering, and I'll be right here waiting for you when you get back. When you're all done tracing your hands and labeling your finger numbers, you should have something that looks like this. Let's take this sheet of paper over to the piano and have a look at some notes on the keyboard. Let's look at the black notes on the piano. You might notice that there's a pattern. First, you see 3 black notes. Then, you see a group of 2 black notes. If we keep moving up the keyboard, you'll see a group of 3 and then a group of 2, all the way up. 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, all the way to the top of the piano. Now, remember your finger numbers. I want you to hold up for me fingers 2 and 3. You might notice they look kind of like bunny ears. We're going to take fingers 2 and 3 and put them on the group of 2 black notes at the very bottom of the piano. Can you find the group of 2 black notes? Now there's 1 extra black note at the bottom. Just don't worry about that one. Find your first group of 2. Play it for me like I just did. Good. Now we're going to be like a bunny. What do bunnies do? They hop, right? They jump up and they hop from one place to the next. So we're going to hit those 2 black notes, the lowest group of 2 black notes, and we're going to jump up to the next group of 2 black notes, like this. Can you do that? Let's go back and forth from the bottom to the next one. 2 notes at one time. Good. Now, let's take that bunny on a long journey. We're going to start at the lowest group again, and this time we're going to jump all the way up the keyboard. And we're always just going to land on the group of 2 black notes, like this. You can either watch or do it with me. Good. Now, let's do it again together. And this time, we're going to count how many groups of 2 black keys there are. So this will be number 1, way down low at the bottom of the keyboard. Let's count together. On your marks, get set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we did all of them. We went from the bottom to the top, and there were 7 groups of 2 black notes. So now, let's look at the group of 3 black notes. In order to play all those at the same time, you need 3 fingers. Finger 2, 3, and 4. Can you get those 3 fingers ready for me? Good. Now this time, let's start up at the top of the piano where the really high notes are. Can you find the highest group of 3 black notes? Once you find it, I want you to play it like this. Great job. Okay, now we're going to make our way down the keyboard, starting at the top, going to the bottom, hitting each group of 3 black notes like this. Okay, now let's do it together from the top. And this time we're going to count again how many groups of 3 black notes we can find. So get your 3 fingers ready again. Let's go to the top of the piano and find that group of 3 black notes and get started. On your marks, get set, go! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7. There were 7 groups of 3 black notes, just like there were 7 groups of 2 black notes. 3, 2, 3, 2. Great job. You're already getting started with playing notes on the piano. That's it for this time. In part 3, we'll talk about rhythm and we'll start listening to some songs as we learn how to keep the beat. I'll see you next time.